Something out of nothing, the culture grew from breaks. B-boys with fat laces helping DJs carry crates. 12 inches with the name covered up, 45 black with tape. Needle dropping on the get down part on the one, never late. Moonwalk look like skates, time is infinite like the 8. Built to destroy the devil's world, God body at the gate. In God we trust, the dollars we lust, catching crumbs off the cake. Not bop to a beat on walls of concrete over the state. It was 88, we was victims of a scheme. It was all just a dream, but now my homie is the fiend. We killed him, the street light up, Billy Jean.
Taken culturally, love to lie to hide the truth. Do you really think you're me? Think you're me? Think you're me? Think you're me?
It's like hip to the hibbit, flow liquid like exhibit. It'll create the culture with every breath as I live it. They try to prohibit, but I'm the master of the pivot. No gimmicks on point like a digit. I'm like Malcolm, ready to rock it. Get your hand out my pocket. Everybody the gatekeeper, but y'all forgot to lock it. Swear by culture freedom, I got more vice than Tubbs and Crockett. Now my boy Elroy, out to space like space's rockets. Truth be told, we was crushed from the cold. Niggas getting high off the dust from Sugar Hill. Now that truth with strippers on the pole. Just with rappers for the thrill. Get the rush from off one pill with flash was on the whip. Singing white lines with my brothers and folding bills. Slinging white dimes when Uncle Joe wrote that bill. Around 94, fucking around with Hillary and Bill.
How can you justify what you've taken culturally? Love to lie to hide the truth. Do you really think you're me? Think you're me? Think you're me? Think you're me?
It was go and tell. Now y'all go and tell. Hop on the gram, look, show and tell. No ethics and no codes, just cut the pie a la mode. Spinning red whites, now light the block like a strobe. Behold, the pale horse that he rode. Here to bring death with guns to unload. Conspiracy to conspire, there's a theory on the wire. When Cohen is a priest whose doctrine is the liar. Here to rob the hood, I keep it tucked like the friar. Grew into a man following rappers I admire. No more B-boys life and no more DJs catching breaks. And everybody in the trap with 45s wrapped in tape. The culture has been raped, pimped out, and straight flooded. Just like the Bronx in the 70s, everything gutted. Trusted, rusted, busted and disgusted. We should've shut it down when Chuck said not to trust it.
How can you justify what you've taken culturally? Love to lie to hide the truth. Do you really think you're me? Think you're me? Think you're me? Think you're, oh yeah. Think that you can do what I think that you can do what I do. You think that you can do what I do. You think that you can do what I do. Tell me, do you think you're me? Tell me, do you think you're me? You know you ain't me.
What up, coach?
What's going on, Hot? How you doing, brother?
I'm good. I appreciate you hopping on. I know big shout out to Councilman Do-It-All Dupre Kelly, whose birthday is today. He's having a little shindig in Newark, New Jersey. So I suspect Kyle Will is there. Yep. Wes is at the Georgetown St. John's game.
Yes, sir. He sure is.
Yeah, I saw he posted something in the text thread. I guess, you know. And then Uncle Cliffy has other things he needs to take care of. KG texted us. I guess I expect him to be up in the building pretty soon. But
I feel like he's preparing himself. You know, he getting ready for the smoke.
Yeah. Yeah, man. This is episode 175 Madison Sports. And NFL Wild Card Weekend was kind of dope there, Coach.
It was. Good games. Good games.
It was good. It was good games. It was some good. I didn't get a chance to catch all of them like I wanted to, but I did see the game last night, which was the Rams and the Vikings.
Yeah, good one. A good one. The Rams.
I wouldn't say for Sam Darnold all year.
I told you. I kept telling you.
I wouldn't say he
was going to Darnold at some point.
Yeah. But you, Wes, Cliff, y'all told me don't put no money down on Sam Darnold. I'm glad I didn't. But he just had a better season than we used to see him from Sam Darnold. He was over at the Jets for a while, and where'd he go after the Jets?
He was in San Francisco for that year.
Wow.
Yeah, he was the backup for a year there, and then ended up at the Vikings. He moved around. Hey, look, he had a good year, but we knew at some point he was going to get back to being Sam Darnold.
But in all fairness, dude, that offensive line did him no justice.
Oh man. Yo, the Rams was on his ass last night. I mean, it was the Rams haven't played like that in a long time.
Since the other Darnold was in the joint.
Right. Yep.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That's
so
right.
I guess the Rams been playing well second half of the season. They had the momentum. Vikings went out bad against what was that, Detroit?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
They ended the season on a low note. Ended up with, was it 14-3 was their final record? Yeah. 14-3 was the final record for the Minnesota Vikings. And they drafted J.J. McCarthy last year. Everybody was expecting him to, step in at some point, but Sam Darnold was doing so good. It was like, I guess, why rock the boat? Let the boy J.J. McCarthy kind of, sit back and watch it go down and learn. So what do you think the Vikings do from here? You think they
I think they send Darnold on his way. They say he lost by playing so bad the last couple weeks. He lost $13 million. His evaluation was at $54 million, and now it's at 41.
Damn.
So just a couple bad games, man.
13 million is a big number, but when you are 100,000 there, 55-41. I mean, what's 13 million?
Right. I would take it either way. You know what I'm saying? But
can you write it off on your taxes?
Yeah. Just to see that bigger drop off of 2 games, and it's crazy how quickly things can change.
Mm-hmm.
It was bad, but man, look, the Rams. And what was great about the Rams winning? Everything that the players are going through right now in LA. They had to be worried about their family, their loved ones, their houses, all that stuff that's going on in LA. And they went out there and took care of business just to have that singular focus.
Yes.
It's tough to do. We don't put enough on these players doing that, going out being professional.
Word. Word, like you said, the fires in LA. Big shout out to all our West Coast family, everybody dealing with the tragedy surrounding these fires. I pray that they get it all figured out as soon as possible. So many people have lost their homes, and a lot of these players, I guess either fire got close, so I don't know if any players lost their homes in the NFL. I know JJ Redick lost his home.
Yes.
That's basketball. We'll talk about that later. But in terms of the NFL, like the Rams really, stepping out to play. Big shout out to them, man. Putting a smile on the face of the people of the West Coast. What's up, KG?
What up?
Hey, K.
What up, guys?
Proud of you, brother.
What's that, Coach? What's that, bro? That's a big loser cigar right there, yo.
I had to do it for you, K.
That's a big yeah. You know what? We deserve that. That was a big L.
But before we go there, K, let's finish this Rams Vikings conversation, because that's how we started out. We'll get to the Steelers in a second. Yeah. You got any thoughts on that Vikings Rams game?
Ugly, man. Like, that was embarrassing. Just as embarrassing as my guys, yo. That was embarrassing for the Vikings, yo. Seriously. And that's not to take away from the Rams. It's just embarrassing, like, for the season that they've had.
Yeah.
And it makes you start saying, and it almost puts a whole damper on how, I guess, I ain't gonna say great, but okay, Sam Darnold played all season for it to turn out like that last night. And when it really counted, you start looking back and you start thinking, well, dag, really, like what was that for this whole season?
Yeah. I mean, I was just telling Hawk how he lost off of just this game. He lost 13 mil. He was at 54 mil possibly for his contract next year. Now he's down to 41.
Wow.
That evaluation, that changed quickly just off of a game where, first of all, the Rams played great. They did.
Great,
they did.
But it's tough to see Darnold, and we've been saying, except Hawk, we've been saying all year, Darnold was going Darnold at some point.
Yeah, he Darnold last night for real.
No, like, come on, bro. Like, I didn't say he was, Tom Brady. I didn't say he was. I'm just saying. You
just believed that he was going to continue.
No. It's not that I believed he was going to do anything. I was like, just judge him for who he is at the moment. Like, what we're seeing.
Yeah. He was playing well.
And, we have seen a Geno Smith. We have seen other players given time, get their shit together. You know what I mean? Getting another system that's more friendly to their skill sets, and for whatever reason, be able to excel. I think a lot of that happened to Sam Darnold this year. I'm not saying I expect him to be what he was this year for the rest of his career or for the next team he goes to. I'm just saying that he handled his business for most of the year. And K, I mentioned the offensive line did him no favors yesterday. He got sacked how many times in the first half?
9 times, 9 points.
Come on, man.
And then you start it makes you start looking at the defense, but then you think and you say, well, the offense put the defense in bad predicaments, man. And when you do that, it's just bad. It's really no way to climb out of it.
Yeah. And when you're not being competitive in the second half offensively, it takes steam out of the defense. Defense starts to go, you know what? All right, what are we doing? We'll pack it in. Cancun, 1, 2, 3, Cancun. You get ready. And so
it ain't but so much they could do anyway, man. When you keep, like, if you go sit down for 2 minutes and then you right back out,
out there. Yep.
It ain't, but it ain't too much you can do at that point.
Yeah.
Then on top of that, it's not like the Rams. The Rams just didn't have, the whole team this season and really a bunch of time to put it together, and they coming together at the right time. It's not like the Rams are slouches now. I mean, the Rams got a good quarterback too. It's not like he lost to a scrub quarterback either.
And two great quarterbacks.
Yeah. Yes. Great receiver. And then you got a really good running back. Kyron Williams is a tough running back. So, you got that. Like, so it's not like they lost to a scrub team, but it's just disappointing on the season that the Vikings had.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
they lost to a healthy team, and look,
Yeah,
most of these teams not healthy right now. You know, so
true.
Rams are coming in really at full strength, where a lot of teams are nicked up. You know, the guys out. You know, so that's what's happening.
Yeah, and they got what?
Oh,
They got the Eagles next. I mean, it's cold. It's gonna be cold out there, so that's gonna be a little different for the Rams or whatever. But can neutralize it, because if it was in warm weather, I would say, I mean, somewhere inside, I would say the Eagles would have to definitely watch out for them too. But
Yeah,
being that it's in Philly and it's gonna be out in the cold, I'm not sure that they got to
and the
still watch out
last
for them.
time they played, remember, Saquon had almost 300 total yards.
I know. Yeah.
He might have had 300 actually.
Yeah, he had 270 or 265 or something crazy, or
Like he
275. He ran all through them.
yeah. So
so before we get to the Eagles, let me ask you this about the coaches. One, the Rams coach, Sean McVay. Colin Cowherd made a great point about Sean McVay, which is that he's learned to win in a variety of different ways. Whether it's throwing the ball to what's the boy's name who didn't get
Puka Nacua.
Cooper Cup or Nakua.
Puka Nacua.
right? Or whether it's relying on the running game, or whether it's being defense focused. Like Sean McVay's been able to navigate over the last couple of years, dealing with injuries, changes in the team. They're still being competitive, so that's kudos to Sean McVay. I don't know if he gets enough credit in that. And then the other thing is, we mentioned the hit that Sam Darnold took on his projected salary. What hit does Brian Flores take to be someone else's next head coach? Two-part question.
I think it takes him out the running. Actually,
Yeah,
I think so too.
I think he'll stay there in Minnesota. For another year or so, he'll get another opportunity. But I just don't think he's a hot name like he was going into the playoffs. That just wasn't a good look last night.
Yeah, it wasn't. I think if they win that game and go into Philly and win that game, then he's a super hot commodity. At that point, like everybody's after him.
Yep.
Right now, he's cold.
Yep.
Sean McVay, does he get enough credit?
No.
Actually, I think beforehand, I used to think that Sean McVay got too much credit.
Yeah.
But he is a good coach. He's not a great coach. He's a good coach.
Yeah, I used to think that they were hyping him up too, but this year and last year, actually, he did good. He's been doing good with that team. And think about this too. Like for them to draft Puka Nacua, do what they doing with Puka Nacua, because Cooper Kupp didn't really get the ball last night at all.
No,
really.
no.
It was all season is mostly been Puka Nacua. Like, and it's just like they've been able to, if Kupp is in, or basically go with the matchups more than anything. But Puka Nacua is the number one receiver on that team.
Yeah.
Don't get that twisted.
Cooper Rush was not Cooper Rush. Cooper
Kupp
Kupp injured for a good portion of the season.
Yeah, good part. And so
Nacua was too.
Yeah.
Nacua was too.
I had Nacua for fantasy. He hurt me early because he wasn't playing.
He wasn't playing. And the thing is crazy is that it's just both of them wasn't playing together. When one was in, the other one was out. When the other one was out, the other one was in.
Yep.
Yeah. So we don't know what that Rams team is going to do this year. They're still in it. I don't expect them to take the NFC. But, it's going to be nice to see what that team evolves into as we go forward.
Yeah, I don't even see them. I don't see them beating the Eagles.
I don't either.
No.
As long as it doesn't become a shootout. If it becomes a shootout, the Rams have a shot.
They do. I think they have a shot regardless. I just don't see them beating them. Because the thing with the Eagles, is like if the Rams can put up about 20, like high 20 something points, they got a shot.
Yes.
But the Eagles don't really like blow you out, and they don't put a bunch of points up. They control the game and they do that, and they keep it. They can keep it. If the Rams, like you saying, get into a shootout and get that score in the high 20s, they got a chance, yo.
Yeah, because you're right. And the Eagles are ball control. They're old school football. It's ball control, and once they get ahead, they just gonna keep feeding Barkley.
Yeah,
know.
they did that to us. They did that
Yeah.
to us. They got the ball. We had the ball one time in the fourth quarter. Didn't do nothing with it. They got the ball, I think, with like 8 minutes. We ain't touch it ever again
Yeah.
in the fourth
Yeah.
quarter. They just slow killed us, slow kill. Sort of like how Baltimore did to us. And that's what a lot of teams are going to do at this point that got the running game. Derrick Henry and Saquon Barkley, that's what they're going to do.
Yeah. Because they, with Philly, all they got to do is get to 3rd and 1. And then they hit you with the tush push.
Push.
They get the first
And
down.
then take their
Then they get
time.
to 3rd and 1 again.
Yeah.
Push. 3rd
And
and 2. Tush push.
That's what they're going to do to you.
Just march down the field.
So you got to force them to play from behind.
Yes.
Now, we know they got Saquon Barkley. That's we know what that is. But they got some A-list receivers, man.
Oh no, AJ Brown.
But they don't need them though. That's the thing.
Yeah. AJ Brown.
Unless they need them.
They got the.
If the Rams play defense like they just played, and for whatever reason the Eagles can't get Saquon off, Jalen Hurts is gonna have to throw the ball. Now I think this game, if any game, could be the game that Jalen Hurts steps up and really, has a good game throwing the ball. But it's gonna take him showing that he could throw the ball, because if that's not, if he's not making those reads and find those second, third receivers, Saquon better be acting up. Or
because he can do it. He can do it. Look at the Pittsburgh game. We ain't let Saquon get nothing. Jalen Hurts threw the ball all through us and killed us.
Yep.
A bunch of slants, and they were all 4 and 5 and 3, little short slants. But it's the same thing. It's basically how it's the thing, like how they say, like when you throw the little screen, that's basically like a run play. It's the same thing. You're just getting chunks of 3 to 4 to 5 yards every play just to get to the 3rd and 1, so they can just get it real quick. That's all they're gonna do. It's either if Saquon can't run, they're gonna throw the quick slants, they're gonna throw the screens, and they're gonna do all of that and just do the same thing and just move it slowly down the field. They ain't gonna go up top too much. Trust me, they don't do that.
Right. And that was Minnesota's issue. They like to go up top to Jefferson, and they didn't have the time to do that.
Yeah,
because they were rushing. And Darnold wasn't checking down to the receivers, the short yard receivers, the receivers over the middle, and the Rams was bringing everybody.
Yeah,
so, he didn't check down at all.
Yeah,
and the switch gears really quick. That's what happened with the Packers.
Mm-hmm.
The Packers should have gave the ball to a lot more. Josh Jacobs.
Yes.
Because Jacobs was out there like he was the only one that wasn't scared. Everybody else was getting hurt and act like they was scared. Jacobs was out there going for it, and they ain't go to him enough.
No, they didn't. Because look, all the receivers they were down to 4th, 5th string receivers, and they still trying to throw the ball. And not for nothing, Jordan Love, boy, he take chances. He is throwing 3-4 man coverage. He's taking chances. And
that's what I'm saying. He's trying to throw it down the field and force it down the field.
Yeah.
And it's just bad throws, man. Like, check it down. I saw Jacobs coming out of the backfield a couple of times. I was like, dude, check it down.
Yes. And when Jacobs get it, he's going to get you some yards.
Yeah.
So.
Now, if this upcoming game between the Eagles and the Rams is close, coaching, you trust McVay or Sirianni to make the right call?
I trust McVay. Yeah,
McVay.
I trust McVay.
Yeah. Wow, listen, and that would be extremely interesting if it comes down to that, and coaching plays a big part, and Eagles don't win this game, Sirianni is going to be on the hot seat.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh yeah. And to me, all they should do, even if he is on the hot seat, just give it to the defensive coordinator. What's his name? Fangio or whatever his name is. Mm-hmm. Just give it to him, because he's done a great job.
Mm-hmm.
Great job.
Yeah, that defense is good.
Mm-hmm.
Now, speaking of the hot seats, is Mike Tomlin on one?
I don't think he's on a hot seat.
Organization, no.
No, from that, I don't think he's on a hot seat from the organization. No, the way that they run it, no. I think that he may have, with the fans and with everybody, and with the the not winning the playoff games and the way that they've been sliding and all that, backing into the playoffs and just falling off towards the end. I think that he's starting to run his course with the fan base. That's what it is. He's been there so long. He's just starting to run his course with the fan base. I don't think that what he's doing, because if you look at the job of making the playoffs, what can you ask for? He's a great motivator. He's a great coach. I just think that it's getting to the point that he's just run his course with the fan base. That's what I think it is.
And we got to look at some of their talented star players haven't stepped up the way they're supposed to.
No.
And that's not on him. So TJ Watt had a terrible game.
TJ Watt had no tackles and no sacks in that game.
Yeah, like that's not
one. Not one. Now, granted, the way that they said that they were playing the defense is that from the edge where he was coming from, it was not to block him, and he was instructed to go right at Derrick Henry. And that's why Lamar kept running.
Yeah.
But they were like, well, dag, man, like crack Lamar and make him scared. Like, they're like, yo, why don't you just crack the quarterback and just make him scared?
Yep.
But
wow,
they said that that's what they were doing on the edges, just coming down on the court on Derrick Henry and not focusing on, well, not to say not focusing on Lamar, but the edge rusher that was coming go at Derrick Henry.
And the crazy part about that is the ball. You're not going to get Derrick Henry that way. You're not going to get to him that way.
Just the way Kay explained that, I just got to say, it's very different to hear a soft Pittsburgh Steelers defense.
They were very soft this year. They were horrible, yo.
Yeah, they were.
They were horrible. And I think that's definitely one of the biggest things right there. Like I don't know if Mike Tomlin, I know he's a defensive coach. They say that he's coaching a defense. There is a defensive coach there. I forgot dude's name. I don't even know his name. But they need a better, like, I knew Dick LeBeau's name because Dick LeBeau put his footprint down and was coaching the defense. I don't even know this dude's name. And whoever he is, he needs to go.
Well, one of the other things, they were saying their linebackers, Derrick Henry, and the reason they had TJ Watts focusing on Derrick Henry is because Derrick Henry is bigger than all of Pittsburgh's linebackers.
Yes.
So they couldn't do anything with Derrick Henry. So they had to have TJ Watts focus on him. And that is, like you said, Kate, that's a defensive thing. Like, what we doing with the defense, we need physical guys that can get the job done, that can be run stoppers as well as being coverage, but you need to run stoppers.
Right. Is Derrick Henry just different, though?
Well, Derrick Henry is different.
He's bigger than most teams' linebackers.
Yeah,
like,
but
that's not Pittsburgh Steelers.
But to be bigger than all your linebackers is crazy, including your middle linebacker. Like, he's, Derrick Henry just different.
Yeah.
He is different.
Yeah, but that's in Baltimore. So if you want to do anything, you got to beat them.
Mm-hmm.
And now we had the Bills beat the Broncos, beat the brakes off the Broncos.
I mean, did you expect anything different with that one?
No, I didn't think it was going to be as lopsided, to be honest with you.
I didn't think it would be a better game. I didn't think it would be as lopsided either. I thought that the Broncos would come in and give, be competitive.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. I didn't expect them to win the game, but I thought they could be more competitive than what they were.
What still scares me about the Bills is that they rely so much on Josh Allen. That's scary to me. And moving forward, because really, hey, let's just key on Josh Allen, and now we're gonna see what Buffalo really can do. Like he truly is that team. He truly, he does everything for them. So I think you need more diversity in your offense and everything to win a Super Bowl. So
we're gonna see what Baltimore defense got.
Yeah. Yep.
I got Baltimore beating them though.
Now, what is the envious name in Buffalo though, and it's going to be brick in Buffalo.
It will be brick in Baltimore too, though.
Period.
Well, it's brick. Yeah, it's brick everywhere right now.
Yeah. But Buffalo, I mean, that's
I
something
mean,
different
Buffalo.
out there.
Long as you don't have the snow,
I'm saying.
long as yeah, long as you don't have the snow, I think it's okay. Baltimore, I got Baltimore winning. But if it snows, Buffalo has it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think there's a snowstorm coming up to through the Northeast this week.
yeah.
Oh
I don't know
God,
when exactly. It's supposed to
I
be
don't want to be
severe through
watching football looking crazy like that. You know,
the entire
I
2
hate
weeks
when
is
they
supposed to.
stadium be looking crazy, man. That joint look, that just to me, it waters the game down because it doesn't allow them to really go at it the right way, man. I
hmm
hope it don't.
But isn't that football though? Isn't that's what it?
It
That's kind
is
It
football,
is.
but it's not, man.
of
But
a
I'm saying it is. But I'm talking about at this point, you
game.
know, you want to, especially Baltimore and Buffalo. You got Josh Allen against Lamar. Come on, man. Give me the green field, man. I want to see it.
Yeah. Nah, I want
Yeah,
to see the ball.
at least that. Yeah, I don't care about the cold, but at least give them a field they can play on.
Yeah,
And it's
man.
not the snow, you slipping around, guys losing their
Exactly.
footing. They
Yeah.
can't be who they really are.
Hold on, I want to respond to Gene Gallard. Yo, what up, Gene? Yo, send us your email. You can get on right now. You hear what I said? Send me your email right in the comments. If you want to make it private, hit the private, John, and I'll bring you up in here.
Yeah, somebody just said a mean stiff arm. He stiffed arm on Fitzpatrick.
Yeah,
Oh my God.
that's stiff arm. But I thought Goddard in the Eagles game had the better stiff arm because he hit that
Oh
dude
yeah, he
2
did it
times.
twice. He
Yeah.
did it
Oh.
twice.
Yeah, that was mean. Like, yo. So
Yeah.
Get out of here. I told you to get out of here.
Is the stiff arm the new dunk?
yeah,
Stiff arm
yeah,
dunk? Is that the new?
Yeah.
That's the new block shot at the rim.
Yep.
Yeah, man.
Yo, Deuce is, I love to see that too, because that's old school football right
Yeah.
there. You know?
We used to have Vance McDonald, our on tight end, used to do that, yo. He used to be stiff arming dudes like crazy. He was a big tight end too.
Mhm.
He used to get it going down the sideline or across the middle, just stiff arm and just smash you on the ground with his joint, yo.
That's good old school smash mouth football right there.
Yeah.
So that's good to see.
Absolutely. Well, when does the MVP go down? When is that announced?
That's
Probably right before the conference championships, I think. Oh no, it's during the week in between the Super Bowl and the conference championships.
Oh,
I think
okay.
they announce all that stuff.
So if Lamar breaks out, just put his foot all on the game. That don't tip the scale. Because when you look at the numbers, man, the only thing you can say is,
do you think, let me ask you guys this. Do y'all think that it's going to be voters fatigue with this, yo?
Yes.
Because I think so. I think so, yo.
Yeah.
I think so.
I think that's the first point. The second one, I think, is Josh just means more to Buffalo.
He does.
Like, he's everything for them.
Yeah.
But you got it. Then the flip side of it is Lamar's numbers are better this year than last year with Derrick Henry.
Yeah.
So,
how many interceptions Josh Allen throw this year? Not many, but how many?
not many.
I think
I
6.
don't know the number.
I think it's 6. I think Lamar got 4.
No, Lamar doesn't have 4. His receivers have 4. Because every interception went through somebody's hands.
Went through their hands, yeah.
That's probably most of the cases of most interceptions, though.
No. I'm saying when you think, other than those 4, for just 4, he don't have no other interceptions. Like he really hasn't thrown an interception.
Well, like just a straight to somebody.
Yeah, straight to somebody, or even it was tip. I mean, I guess theirs was tip, but it's like this shit was like dead on, handed it to him, deflected right off his hands. Was it like no overthrown pass?
Yeah, he did. He did.
Like Josh Allen's numbers is MVP qualified numbers, no doubt.
And he means a lot, like Coach said. He does mean a lot to that team. He means a lot to that team. And I think, Well, he means everything, and I think Lamar means everything to Baltimore. But he does have Derrick Henry. But see, the thing is, what a lot of people are not really giving credit to is that James Cook is a big part of Buffalo's offense too.
He is. He doesn't get enough credit, actually.
That's what I'm saying. It's like his production is just as good as Henry is for Buffalo.
Yeah. I mean, it ain't like far off. It ain't like,
he's still a 1,000-yard rusher.
He's got a good team. That's why they're at where they're at right now.
Mm-hmm.
Dude be catching screens out the backfield, scoring and all that, yo.
Yep.
I
might say he's more part of the offense than Derrick Henry actually is.
Yeah, he is. As far as Buffalo, Derrick Henry, he is. They use Derrick Henry like in schemes and different, depending on who they playing and how they want to do it. James Cook's production per game is way more. I think is more than Derrick Henry's production per game.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I do think you're right about voters fatigue. I just think the numbers are the numbers, and if he goes out and really puts his foot on the game, and Josh doesn't show up, you're going to ignore that?
No, see, I don't even think it's that. I think it's voter fatigue, and I think it's going to be. Look, if Lamar don't win it, everybody going to scream like voter fatigue, and it's got to be racial at this point because his numbers are better. His numbers are better.
Yes.
How do you not win when your numbers improve?
And what everybody is going to use on top of that is that the MVP is the most valuable player, meaning like what we're saying, who is the who means the most to their team.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And there's an argument on both sides of that.
It is.
Is Baltimore without Lamar? No.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
No.
And Buffalo's not Buffalo without Josh. So,
right. But I also don't want to come off sounding like I don't think Josh Allen is deserving of an MVP.
He is.
Yeah, I mean it's a two-person conversation. That's it. Nobody else is in the conversation.
Could it be tied? Could there be a tie?
No.
Okay.
No. There won't be. There won't be co-MVPs. I don't see that happening.
Yeah.
And look, I see Philly, whoever are the sports writers in Philly, they're going to vote for Saquon.
Yeah.
Hey, man, you can't really front on that either. You can't really front.
Yep.
Yeah. So
I think you really would have been kind of urged to do it if they would have let him break that record.
Yeah.
The fact that they didn't do that and he didn't break the record, it's like, okay, he had a very good season and he's in the race, but he's not, obviously he ain't gonna get as many votes as those two guys.
Right.
Because he didn't break that
it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting. I love Saquon, what he's done there in Philly and everything, but even last night's game, the game the other night was when he went down early. It's like, come on, man, you just a good guy. You got to stop, because he probably could have taken that to the house, and he went down so they could just run the clock out and game be over. It's like, come on, man, get your yards, get that touchdown. You hurting all these bettors' pocketbooks.
Team player. And that's even more bad look for the New York Giants for even let him go, because he is that type of player.
He's a good guy. Yes.
He's a good guy. He's not selfish. It's not all about him. It's just that he deserves what he deserves. And this year he showed the New York Giants they fumbled the ball.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yep. Who else we got?
Somebody just commented and said Ravens got more weapons. And a lot of people are saying that. But let's just break the weapons when you come to the weapons down. Like okay, so let's not forget Amari Cooper plays for the Bills.
Yes.
Right.
Yep. Khalil Shakir plays for the Bills.
Yep.
Dawson Knox plays for the Bills. Kincaid plays for the Bills. He got two great tight ends.
Yes.
We talked about Cook already. So then, so there you go. So then you go to the Ravens. You got Bateman. You got what's the other wide receiver that just got hurt?
Flowers.
Zay
Flowers. You got Zay Flowers. Those are the two main receivers. And then you got Likely and you got Mark Andrews.
Andrews just coming back. He's been injured.
Yeah, you got Likely and you got Mark Andrews. But Likely, you could just say, okay. But and then you have Derrick Henry. So it's not okay. If you want to talk about probably like maybe more name power or something, yes. You could kind of say that, but I don't think that and I'm not saying the Ravens to me don't slightly tip the scale when you think about it. If you look at it and you look at it on paper, but thinking about it overall, it's not as lopsided as people make it seem.
Right.
How many yards did the boy from Buffalo rush for this year? I know it was over 1,000.
It was over 1,000.
It was over 1,000. Yeah. Derrick Henry is almost 2,000.
Yeah, well,
okay.
Well, it's Derrick Henry.
That's what I'm saying. That's Derrick Henry.
But Derrick Henry, you just can't tackle Derrick Henry. That
could have been
right. And that doesn't. I mean, Derrick Henry could get you 200 yards on 15 carries. Though it might take Cook 25 to give you 125.
Right.
But the production is higher. They're using them more. Derrick Henry just making bigger, longer runs.
That's what I'm saying.
And I don't know, and I'm not disputing the fact that Buffalo, has less weapons. I just don't think that it's as lopsided as, the guys on TV. Because I hear the guys on TV talking about, Lamar has way more weapons. And it's not that lopsided. I don't think
Lamar,
so.
like you said, he has more names. You recognize the names. And his guys are not necessarily flashy, but they are more flashy. Like when Zay Flowers make a catch, it's a phenomenal play,
Yeah, or Bateman catch a bomb and go and take it 70 yards or something crazy. Yeah, I get it.
So it looks more entertaining. So you might think,
and I mean,
more
and then
productive.
you got he do have Derrick Henry, because King Henry is something else.
Yeah, man. Yeah, but now there's an argument that because you have a Derrick Henry and Lamar's put up more stats this year than he did last year.
Yeah.
With no Derrick Henry.
Right.
Like, that's incredible, man. Like, seeing as that you're running the ball a lot more, but your quarterback is still able to put up yards passing the ball.
So that means Lamar has become more efficient. So that to me says a lot. You don't have to throw it as much. He's become more efficient. Plus, Lamar be doing some wild stuff out there. He's shooting jump shots as passes. He doing some wild stuff out there.
He do, yo.
Yeah, damn. Yeah, I'm going through all types of technical difficulties. They about to put me on the roof on this joint to get a signal.
What y'all got? Y'all got that Florida weather happening right now? What's going on down there?
I mean, it's been a little cool.
Okay.
A little chilly.
Wires freezing down there.
in bomber weather, we're not sheepskin weather, but it's a little chilly. Yeah.
All right.
So let me see who else we got this week. We got what? Detroit and the Commanders.
Not for nothing, I think Detroit can be upset simply because they so injured on the defensive side of the ball.
That's true.
Hold on, I'm sorry. Before we go there, so we got a question. Which team, Buffalo, Baltimore, is more versatile? I think we answered that. Baltimore is definitely more versatile.
Yeah, Baltimore is more versatile.
Yeah. You could shut down their passing, but their run game still, kind of gives them the edge.
But their run game, it gives them the edge because he can just go for 80 yards. Like,
I mean, but I think they both just as versatile though, because if you think about it, like, right, even Buffalo, right? Let's say if you don't let Cook run the ball, and you just forced them to pass. There's still going to be a portion of a run game because now you got Josh Allen
Josh
scrambling.
Allen can run the ball. Yeah, he can run the ball.
You got him scrambling. So
Lamar does the same thing though.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah,
That's why I said I'm not saying that they'll do it better. I said that they'll do it just as good, as far as being versatile as Buffalo. I mean, as the Ravens.
Mm-hmm.
The Ravens, the only difference is Derrick Henry, as big as he is, can break one for 80 yards, 60 yards. You don't get that from, I don't think, any other back in the league right now.
No.
It's just breaking it like that. And
especially in this cold weather. In this cold weather too, you got to be ready to tackle that. Like people, those guys out there, like, man, it's too cold to be out here tackling this guy coming at me at whatever miles an hour he running and just bowling me over, man. Like,
you want to catch this dude's knees, his thighs.
Yes.
You don't want none of that. You don't want the stiff arm.
You want to catch that stiff arm if you try and tackle up high. He gonna hit you with the stiff arm.
It's
you
just
go low,
goodness.
you hitting his thighs, which you don't want to do that. So,
yeah,
I don't know. I don't know. Buffalo linebackers gonna be ready for that one, yo. I don't know, yo.
And in the cold, you're not trying to command.
So let me ask you this. All right, so Derrick Henry in his prime, which I would say is now, he's in his prime right now.
Yeah. Yep.
Earl Campbell in his prime.
Ooh. Ooh. I can't say either.
Two different run styles, even though they both bowl you over. Earl Campbell was a low center of gravity runner. Derrick Henry is actually running straight up. He runs more like Eric Dickerson runs.
He does. That's why a lot of guys do take him out with his legs because he do run straight up. They just dive at his feet.
Up. It's just his legs are so powerful.
Yeah. So okay, Derrick Henry or Eric Dickerson, who you got?
Shoo, that's still another tough one. I think Eric Dickerson might have been faster. I think he might have been faster.
Mm-hmm,
but
definitely,
Derrick Henry's probably more powerful. Being a power straight up runner is crazy.
It is, yo. To have all that power and that speed, man, that's just ridiculous, man.
Yeah, the two shouldn't. I mean, he's really athletic, But hey, Dickerson was fast, boy. He got some daylight. He was gone.
Yeah. That's a tough one. Yo, Earl Campbell was a beast, yo, running.
He
man.
Because Earl Campbell was just straight running you over.
Running you over.
Running through you.
Yes.
So different style of back, but somebody who'll still run you over and hit you with a hell of a stiff arm. Yeah. Sweetness, Walter Payton.
Yeah. Walter Payton.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
And Walter Payton, he'll shake you. He has.
Yeah. And then surprise you and run you over. Yeah. When you think he's gonna try to juke you, you put his head down and come right through you. Yeah.
Hey man, we got to see some great backs during our time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got to see all the great backs. Well, except we ain't see Gale Sayers and Jim Brown.
But, I saw enough footage of Jim Brown, not so much Gale Sayers, but Jim Brown. Right. His highlight reel is sick. Yeah. I don't think I've ever seen anything like Jim Brown. In my opinion, that's the greatest rusher of the football ever. That's my opinion.
Yes.
Jim Brown.
And his team was straight trash.
Trash.
Yeah. But he was unstoppable. He was like Barry Sanders.
Yeah, and everybody knew Jim Brown was getting the ball.
That's like Barry Sanders, yeah. Because Barry Sanders' teams wasn't overall, like, historically were bad. And you knew he was getting the ball, and he still got his numbers. It didn't even matter.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep. He faced 8 in the box every play.
And you could not stop it.
Yep.
He was
Well,
powerful.
Sherman basically was like that too. I'm not sure if you guys watched them play a lot this season, but I saw a couple of their games. Boise State with Gentry. Like they stacked the box on this dude, and
Yes,
he
and he was
still
getting
was
his
getting his
numbers.
numbers, yo.
Yep. And
Still getting his numbers.
I'm about
Because
to
they
make you real
couldn't really
happy.
pass the ball on that team. Like it's like that quarterback is not good at all.
No.
And it's all Gentry.
Yep. And hot. Guess who he's slated to go to?
Cowboys.
Cowboys.
Gentry.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wow. Yo. All right. So now that we're talking about that,
Who's coaching them? You, coach?
did Jerry do him wrong or what? Did Jerry do him wrong?
Yeah, that was foul because you can't deny him and then come back. You deny him on Friday and then come back and fire him on Monday. Because I'm sure he's thinking, all right, I'm safe then. You know?
Yeah, like whatever happened when the Bears asked to interview with him or whatever.
Jerry denied.
Jerry blocked.
He said no.
Oh my God! And then turned around and fired him.
Yes.
That is foul for real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He said no. He's still our coach. You can't talk to him. So I'm sure he's like, all right, I'm going to stay here. I'm good.
It really makes no sense because, like, Dallas isn't going anywhere. They're not going to be competitive. They don't have the money to really get what they need, right? Got this Gentry draft. Hope we get Gentry in the draft. That would be dope because we need a running game. Yes, we do.
Yes.
Dak comes back healthy. You got CeeDee Lamb. Defense is mad shaky. Are you going to pay Micah? Is he even worth it? You let
Micah's worth it. Micah's worth it.
Yeah, Micah's worth it.
Yeah,
he's worth it.
He needs some help.
But that don't take away from him though. I mean, he needs help, but he's worth it.
Yeah, but you got to pay him a lot of money. That's going to prevent you from getting other pieces that you need.
You got to do it in the draft.
When you look at it like that, that's different though. Yeah. You saying is it worth the team spending all the money on just him and not being able to build up other spots? You're saying that
he deserves a max contract. He's going to get a max contract.
Hey, they got to do it through the draft, man. You got to draft well.
Yes.
Come on, son. So that said,
Stephen Jones
to Dallas Cowboys. That's not happening.
Where's Wolf Hunter, man? What happened to him?
Who?
Wolf Hunter.
Who's that?
I think
that other linebacker y'all had.
Yeah.
Wolf Hunter.
Ain't that what they called him?
Yeah,
that's not his name, but that's what they called him.
What's his name?
Did he get
the
linebacker? The
linebacker that wears the little neck, the football neck thing around and all that. The white
hair,
kid.
right?
Huh?
Yeah, white. He got hurt.
Yeah, he got hurt.
So
I think a neck or back injury.
I know he had a neck issue.
Yeah, neck issue. So
I mean, Dallas isn't as far off. You know, they did have that injury. They not as far off. I think there's a lot of other things going on there. I just think it's going to be. And Troy Aikman said this the other night. You know, it's not as a coveted job as everybody want to make it out to be.
No,
because of Jerry Jones.
Jerry,
and
man,
you got to have somebody who's willing to deal with that. And the only person I can think of is Kellen Moore, who's been there in Dallas, who knows how it goes, and would be okay with that.
Right.
He's seen it. He knows that's what it is. I don't know if any of these other names. I don't know if they deal with that. You know, everybody look. Prime, it seems great and sounds good and all that. I don't know if he can deal with that.
Nah, it's not happening. I don't see
Prime definitely ain't dealing with that. The only way Prime could do that is if Jerry changes, and Jerry ain't changing.
Yeah, and he remember, he knows Jerry. He knows Jerry ain't changing.
But even beyond that, I can't see Prime coaching against his son.
Well, here's the other part of that. Do they trade up so they can get his son? There's all
Trade,
kind of things.
trade that for the number one spot.
Yeah, do that.
I'm with
Do
that.
that. There's things.
I mean,
that
it's
can be
possible you can do that. Trade
Yeah.
that to who got the number one? Tennessee or who? Who is it?
Tennessee.
Tennessee need a quarterback. Trade Dak
They
over
sure
to Tennessee.
Yeah, but Shador's a quarterback, so why wouldn't you just?
No, Tennessee is going to take Cam Ward. So, look, I think Prime wants Shador to go to Vegas, and I think Vegas wants Prime as their coach.
I believe that too.
Yeah,
And I think Prime can have better conversations and a better relationship with Tom Brady as an owner than he ever would with Jerry Jones.
I agree.
Oh yeah, absolutely,
You know?
absolutely. And
But-
if Prime do his thing in Vegas and make that brand to be, that's a way better look than going to Dallas and dealing with that circus.
Yes, absolutely.
That makes all the sense in the world. And because they don't have a GM in Vegas, he would bring in somebody. They would work together. They would work in tandem. It's just it's a better situation all around. But Prime is saying unless God tells him differently, we don't know what God gonna say to Prime. So who knows? Who knows? Right now he's saying he's listening and he likes Colorado. He's listening to Dallas. Who knows? Who knows?
Yeah, Prime is a whole nother. His savvy.
Yeah,
his game in business is next level. Like, bruh, he does this, man.
Yeah. I don't know how you pass up if you had opportunity to go to Vegas and all that it could mean to Vegas and what you can capitalize off of in Vegas. Because Dallas is Dallas. But Vegas
is different.
Woo, that's different. That's different. That's
Is
everything.
Shiloh? Is Shiloh in the draft too?
Yeah. No.
Well, that's why they keep saying his sons. So both of them are coming out this year.
Yeah.
And the Raiders will take both of them too.
Sure would.
Yeah, they would.
Sure would.
Be a family business.
Why not? Why not?
I'm saying you can't be mad at that at all.
Why not? Why not?
Yeah, man. You celebrate that. You lift that up. Anytime
yes, sir.
Father, sons combination to unlock doors and you salute that man.
Yep.
You talking about Vegas, like you got a star coach.
Yeah.
And it makes sense for Vegas.
That's Vegas right there. That is
Shador's a star and Shiloh's a star.
Yes.
I don't know about that, but
what? No, I mean it's family. It's a family. I mean, even the girls. What's the other girl's name? You got Kim, Chloe. What's the third one? She's a star too. Just don't know her name.
Oh man, that's funny.
Yeah, I mean,
I ain't mad at that. I won't want to see that. All of them go to Vegas.
Yo, you see LeVar Ball got 15 million from Def Jam, okay?
Yeah.
What's his name?
Leangelo
Ball on Def Jam.
Yeah,
right,
that's what I'm saying. But that is exactly what's wrong with the music business, man.
That beat is crazy though.
He took Nelly hit. He reshaped it and gave it back to Jokers, and we're going 15 mil from Def Jam. Man, I don't know, okay? It ain't my style of music.
I definitely thought that beat was Manny Fresh though. I thought that was a Manny Fresh beat at first, but he did his thing on that. He definitely did his thing.
Yeah. I mean, I ain't mad at anything, but I'm just the music business is just so wild, man. Like right now, like the way that these guys, Like these record companies, man, it's just like, I don't get it, But hey,
It's
man,
not
more power to
it's
them.
not the music
He
business
don't
no
he don't
more.
realize they gonna be recouping forever though. He don't realize that.
Oh
It ain't even the
God.
point of
Yeah.
recouping. Like it's just ah, mm, whatever.
Yeah. Oh man.
Oh man.
So we need to talk about this upcoming was Detroit and the Commanders.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Let me
yeah.
just get my let me get my Steelers out the way too, because
Oh, all right.
they were atrocious, man. Like embarrassing. I couldn't. I seriously just like walked away. I didn't even watch it. I just was listening and just come back in here and there. But I really didn't care, yo. I really didn't
it,
care.
Yeah.
And
it was
normally I'll be
ugly.
mad. I'll be mad, like when we lose. I had to laugh at it because it was funny, yo. Because number one, I knew we were gonna lose, so I
Yeah.
was prepared for that anyway.
And then
Because
the first half had you thinking, okay, we definitely gonna lose.
oh yeah, absolutely. Like the way they started off and everything, it was just terrible, man. And I knew it, man. And I actually called it. I said after we lost to the Browns, I said we were gonna lose the division and we're gonna get ran up out in the first round. I knew it.
The
I knew
crazy
it.
part, at one point though, in the second half, I'm like, all right, they got a shot here.
No,
They
they
gotta
do
score.
no. I
And
didn't,
then
coach. I
they
didn't.
went 3 and out, and I'm like, damn,
I
all
didn't
right.
because we do that all the time. They start figuring a couple of things out, but you
Yep.
got to think about what Baltimore was doing when you think about it like that. That's all empty calories. They sitting back in zones. They
Yes.
sitting back off the receivers. They letting you do certain things. So yes, it's easy to start chipping away and doing
Mm-hmm.
whatever. And that's
Mm-hmm.
why we always I would always get on Dak about it because with Dallas, like Dak was doing a bunch of empty calorie stuff like that. And that's what
Yes.
Russell Wilson was doing for these last couple of games that we were doing. It's all empty calorie stuff. And when they really show you their hand in the first quarter and in the first half, couldn't do nothing. The offense is horrible. The offensive line was horrible. The
Yep.
defensive backs was horrible. The play calling is horrible. It was just terrible across the board, yo. And I'm dead serious. If Russell Wilson comes back, I'm done, yo.
Well, that was going to be my question. What happens to Russell Wilson now?
I don't
What
care where
happens
he
to him?
go or what he do. He should just go ahead. Go ahead, because he plays scared. He plays like he got a wife and kids at home. Go ahead and be with them, man. Because you're not football's not that sport for that,
Yeah.
man. He play like that, yo.
Yeah, he playing because he can play. Not it's not. I don't know if it's to win or lose. He just playing because he still can play. It don't seem like his heart and everything is in it. You know.
Yeah. What is he?
He play too
35?
scared for me.
34, 35?
Yeah, that's about right. That's about
Yeah.
right.
It's time to retire, right?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, definitely. Or go somewhere else. I don't want him on my team.
but he's
Right.
not. He's no longer. To me, he's just no longer starting quarterback. And
Let's
it's
let's start.
for the
Yeah.
career he's had. Don't go be a backup, man. Go home with your wife and kids.
Yeah.
You know.
But is Justin Fields the answer? Okay, that's you. That's you
You
saying.
know what? Maybe not, but I swear I wouldn't mind trying it for the whole season. Just see what he got, man.
Mhm.
Just see what he got because he didn't do bad this year. Think about it. He didn't do
Mhm.
bad.
No, he didn't. And
He
a
went toe
lot
to
of
toe
it
with
is
he right. Justin Fields went toe to toe with the Cowboys.
a lot of it is
That's
their play calling. It's their play
that's saying
calling
much, my
that's
brother. That's not saying
you know.
much.
Yeah, but the thing is, what I'm saying is that
Playoffs.
he did okay. It's not like the Cowboys were scrub. Yes,
Right,
they
but
wasn't a great team. Dak was in that. Dak played that game. CD
Dak
almost
played
played
that
that game.
game.
The only
Yeah.
thing that didn't happen was Mark Parsons didn't play that game, and what you call him didn't the other defensive lineman.
right. The
But
problem with Justin Fields is that he hasn't proven he can consistently throw the ball down the field,
he can't.
and that
He can't. He hasn't
right.
proven that. But what
So
I'm saying is that it could have happened throughout the year. Maybe he could have developed it, if he would have stayed in.
Yeah.
And I would
yeah,
have
I
been
just think
fine with missing the
their
playoffs with him
offense.
or making the playoffs and having an okay season. But to
yeah,
keep doing what we're doing now, man, and just making it look like you going somewhere when you really know you not. Like for real. I honestly, I'd rather the Bengals would have been a better slot than us, yo.
Yeah, it would have been more exciting. I just think Pittsburgh offense is just so pedestrian. It is just boring. It's old school. It's nothing exciting because it's not smash mouth anymore. It's not physical.
It's predictable.
Yeah, it's very predictable. They're not throwing the ball down the field. Like it's so boring.
Right. That's why I think I'm with you on Russell Wilson. I think it's time for him to hang up the cleats. It's been a great career, bro. But Denver was a train wreck, and the Steelers ended on a bad note. It's that time. Justin Fields, though, I think you right back to what Coach is saying about being very pedestrian, not being able to throw the ball down the field. So I mean, do you guys shop around for another quarterback? I
definitely think that. I'm saying that we definitely need a quarterback. Are you saying that I feel like Justin Fields is the answer? No, I don't feel like he is the answer. We need another real quarterback. But I wouldn't mind if while we had to wait, that I take the shot with Justin Fields, man. Take the shot with him. I'm not mad at taking a shot. Do I think he's gonna make it happen? I don't think so. We got to get a quarterback.
Yeah.
But I just don't want to see Russell Wilson back there again. I don't want to see that,
I don't even want to see Russell Wilson in the league. I don't want to see him in Pittsburgh, anywhere else. Like, go home, man. Just go home.
Yeah. Well, on that note, what about Aaron Rodgers?
I definitely don't want to see him on those Steelers.
I don't want to
talking
see
that too. Talking about, maybe the Steelers should pick up. Absolutely not. I'll be done with them too. With Aaron Rodgers back there, done.
He's another one that should retire.
No way.
I don't even think Pittsburgh would bring him in though. He don't fit their culture.
No, he don't.
He don't fit their culture. I could see Tomlin smacking the shit out of Aaron Rodgers.
Exactly. Exactly.
Like that's just not gonna work.
Yo, you think George Pickens be crashing out now? Yo, that right there, man.
Yo,
that would be something.
Yo, so George Pickens, man, he really be crashing out, like you just said. What's up with
that's all these receivers now, though? That's all these receivers.
With Pittsburgh, though, they got like a tradition.
Their wide receiver one always crashes out.
And you know what, though? And I think part of that, too, is the way that, that I think that's why a lot of people are kind of, a little bit upset with Mike Tomlin, too, because they think that for exactly what you just said, for the wide receivers and always to be doing that's, something that Tomlin should be able to get under control. Yeah. And I think that's part of why people are saying.
The field, man. I think
that's more than anything, Coach, you just hit it on the head. It's not, they don't throw the ball to the receivers enough. They just never, they don't.
Yep. Yeah. Who was the receiver they used to have back? Oh man, he was the last good receiver who just went out and did his job.
Santonio Holmes, or you talking about Hines Ward? Hines Ward was the last one. Hines Ward was the last one that just went out and did his thing and never said nothing.
Yep, that was the last one.
Straight professional.
Yes, he was the last one.
Pittsburgh Steelers. Hold on. Pittsburgh Steelers, professional. Ryan Clark. Are we appreciating what Ryan Clark has been doing? How he's been really just laying it down with these jokers.
I like Ryan Clark, yo.
Yeah. And you can't say nothing because his resume speaks for itself. Off the field, on the field, his resume speaks for itself. So
and the thing is that he's not being political. He's just like, man, I'm gonna just say what it is. I mean, and if you don't like it and you want to take it personal, then go ahead. Here's my opinion. That's what I think it is, and that's it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you got to love that, and that's tough for these guys. My problem with a lot of these players now are they so emotional. They're so in their feelings. They take all this stuff from these sportscasters so personal. You know, like, yo, that's their job. They're there to critique you, and if you can't do that, stop playing the game because
And
you're
on
not
top
going to
of
be
that,
praised.
especially a guy that played the game.
Yes.
Now I could see if you want to be mad at like a Stephen A or
Nate
Skip or
Smith.
guys that
Right.
hasn't played. Then that's it. I get that. I get it. But guys that played the game, come on, dude. Like you got
At a
it. Like
high
that.
level, though, guys that played
Yeah.
at a high level,
Yeah.
it's not like it was. And look, not for nothing, it's not like it was Pat McAfee. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like Ryan Clark played at a high level. He was, Pro Bowl, Super Bowl winner, Pro Bowler, LSU Defensive Player of the Year. Like, yo, played at a high level. What you gonna say?
And won the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, what you gonna say to him? His resume speaks for itself. These
I
are the
love
guys.
when Ryan Clark played for the Steelers. He was cracking out there.
Yep. These are the guys who
He's one of the hardest
can speak.
safeties
They're the
ever.
ones. Yes. These are the guys who can speak on things. Him, Richard Sherman. These guys did it at a high level.
Yeah. Even Cam.
Yes.
Like what Cam be talking like now, like, yeah, man, Cam played, man. Like, come on, man.
Did you see the video of
Yes.
Cam out there doing the military training?
Yes.
He wild. He's wild.
Beast, though, he did it. He did a muscle up, hang up helicopter.
Yeah.
And I'm talking about the helicopters over water and flying. Like you got wind and the water, and you know how it is with the wind and the water, all that together. It's just crazy.
Yeah, he did that, man. That was like, okay, all right. I see you.
Fast and Furious. I was like, what ahead, Cam?
Yeah, he was doing some real military.
Yeah,
some Navy SEAL high level.
Yes, definitely. He out there Call of Duty real life, man. He like forget the stunt man. I do my own stunts.
Yeah, that was really impressive, man. That was impressive.
Yeah, absolutely. So you good with the Pittsburgh Steelers, K? You good?
Yeah, I'm done with him. I'm done.
Good. Okay. Now I was like, is he gonna give us a soliloquy?
No, I'm done. I'm done. We've been got off the Steelers. We start talking about Cam and all other people, and all that other stuff.
Because I brought up the Detroit Lions versus the Commanders, and we didn't.
I just said I wanted to get the Steelers out the way. That was it. But yeah, back to the Lions and the Commanders. That's gonna be it's gonna be a good game.
Yeah, because look, Detroit's offense is powerful. Their offense, they can put points on the board. It's just the defense I'm concerned with. Because 10 or something like 11 players on the defense hurt. You know what I'm saying? Like that's all. That's damn near the starters. All the starters damn near hurt.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah,
and Jaden Daniels playing at a high level right now. He looks good.
Yeah, he does.
Looks good.
Like he was like a video game the other day.
Yeah.
Yes.
I just don't think they have enough weapons offensively, to get it done. Their running game, I just don't think is good enough. But it should be a good game.
And dude runs pretty hard, Brian Robinson, but it's just like you said, their schemes and their running game. It's like it almost feels like he never gets a lane to break nothing or anything. You just see him, he just runs into a brick wall every time he gets the ball.
Yep.
And they got Austin Eckler back there, so we'll see what he could, help them out at this point and see what they could do. But it's gonna be interesting. Like Coach said, Detroit defense is definitely they limping out there, man. So if they offense don't put up a bunch of points, it can get scary.
Yep. I love their coach, though. I
do too,
He is out there. He's motivating them. He's all in.
I'll tell you what, though, I did see with the Commanders this week. They coach is just as wild as Dan Quinn was just as wild as what you call him this week. Dan Quinn went for it on fourth down basically every time he had to go. He went for it. Because I was sitting here sometime like, dude, take the 3, man. And he just was like, forget that.
Yeah, what was it? They had 1st and goal, and he could have taken the 3. I think they had it twice actually. He could.
They did. They had it. They had it. He went for it multiple times, but that 1st and goal one, they ended up backing up from with some penalty or something, and then couldn't get it in and got the 4th again, and went for it and didn't get it. That was just crazy, yo.
But you gotta love that, man. That's where your players believe in you.
Yeah, because offensive players want to go for it every time. You let them go. It's like if you plan to do the mat and they going for it on 4th down every single time.
Yep.
So these dudes are out there now looking at it like, man, we're gonna be aggressive, man. Like, let's go.
Right. So his players, they know that he has their back. He believes in them. So that's going to come into play, I think, in this game.
Well, when you say, because you said Dan Quinn and Dan Campbell both have that about them, well, they'll go for it on 4th down and whatever. They'll push the issue, trick plays, try to catch you up. But now Dan Campbell has been known to do things and not work out. And sometimes if you do that, you said you expect it to happen in this upcoming game. What happens if you make the wrong call and game is on the line? And you do some funny business and it don't work out, then what?
Well, Dan Quinn did it a couple of times, like we just was talking about. In the last game, it didn't work out. He didn't convert those down there. Fortunately, they won the game, but
that's unfortunately you won the game. You don't win the game. You looking back like maybe we should have got 3 points.
But you know what? Your players, look, the fans might be upset, but your players are like, yo, coach believes in us. We've been doing this. So they not going to say, yo, what you doing? You out here wilding. Yo, he's showing that trust in them. And at some point, it will work out.
Yeah.
It will work out. That's what you want. You want your coach to believe in you like that. Fans going to always be upset. They going to be like, yo, what you doing or whatever. But he knows his team, and he's hoping that his team comes through like he believes in them. Sometimes as a coach, you're going to take a gamble. You got to gamble.
Right.
Mike Tomlin never gambles, Kay.
Yo, we had a 4th and 1. He ain't go for it. I was pissed in here, man.
Who you picking?
In that game?
Yeah.
I got Detroit.
Yeah, I still have Detroit. And it's in Detroit. You know what I'm saying? If it was on the road, it might be different. But it's in Detroit, man. That whole city is going to be on fire. Detroit needs it.
Yeah.
They need it.
And I'm not sure exactly if it's this week, but at some point they can get Montgomery can come back. Yeah.
Wow. That would be.
I'm not sure if it's this game. I think it might be after this one.
Yeah, that helps tremendously there, boy.
Right. And the other NFC matchup is
Eagles and Rams.
Eagles and Rams, right? Okay. It's gonna be Detroit, Philly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. But you know what? Here's my thing with the Rams. I think because of everything going on in LA right now, they're playing with a different motivation.
They are.
They're playing with a different motivation.
They play in Philly, right?
Yeah, they play in Philly. But America loves those kind of stories.
Hey, so are you planting the seed that there might be a script out there already for this game?
I've heard people talk about stuff like that.
So,
man.
Speaking of scripts, you got Kansas City against who is it?
Who Kansas City got?
They got the Ravens.
No, Ravens Buffalo.
They got the Texans, yo.
The Texans.
Oh, the Texans! Wow.
Texas defense looks great.
Ah,
Texas defense looks really good.
Me personally, I don't know if it's gonna be, but this is what I would love to see. I would love to see um Ravens Eagles Super Bowl.
Mm.
Both of them with power running backs, running quarterbacks. Eagles defense a little bit tougher, but Ravens got that grit about them. That would be a good game.
I would love that game.
that would be a
Love
great
that
game.
game.
That would be a great
I
game.
don't really want to hear the Eagles fans like that, but I would love that game.
It's gonna
Eagles
be.
fans
And
are annoying.
and
It's
the
gonna be.
only reason I think it could possibly happen is because Detroit is hurt.
Yeah, yeah,
Because if
yeah,
Detroit wasn't hurt,
Right.
Detroit would beat the Eagles.
yeah. Detroit,
So,
I
all right.
think, would run through everybody if they healthy.
Who do you expect to win this KC Texans game though?
KC.
Casey,
KC.
Yeah.
you can't give
KC.
Mahomes.
KC Baltimore. KC's winning that game.
Baltimore beating them.
No, Baltimore beating them. Because remember, Baltimore was what 6 inches away from beating them in that opening game. You know what I'm saying? Lively steps out of the end zone.
Yeah.
And,
Baltimore gonna beat them, yo.
yeah.
I
they gonna
think
beat
this is
them.
the time that
If Mahomes got a Mahomes in Kansas City, Mahomes got Mahomes.
I just think that
I think Lamar.
I just don't think I think Lamar ready, man. I think he
Yeah,
ready.
yeah, yeah.
I think Lamar ready, yo.
KC got weapons. They got a running game. Pacheco. He got receivers galore. Got a solid defense. Andy Reid in Kansas City.
Now, I think Lamar is ready, man. I think
he
because
ready,
all
man.
this stuff is about taking the next step, and I think this is it, man. I think this is
Yeah.
it.
I think he
I
ready.
want to see him do his thing and get the MVP, no doubt.
Yeah, I feel like if Lamar don't get it done this year, he's not going to get it done.
Yeah, I feel like that too. And I think definitely if it is the Eagles and the Ravens win that game.
Mm-hmm.
It's like if the Ravens lose to KC, if that's the matchup, it's not really about Lamar not doing something. He could do everything possible.
But he's still going to get the blame.
Kansas City Chiefs is Andy Reid is.
Yeah, but Lamar's still going to get the blame.
See what the difference is. I'm telling you what is going to be. The difference will be is that it's like you said. They're gonna. The difference is though this year, like what they're doing, Hawk is Kansas City gets the ball at the right time, and you can't leave time for Mahomes.
Yeah.
The way the Ravens are playing now, they're not leaving no time for Mahomes.
No.
They soaking that. They're gonna suck that clock all the way down.
They got Derrick Henry now, where you don't have.
They're not giving them time, yo.
You had to worry about Lamar had to get the first down. Now Derrick Henry is getting the first down. You're not stopping Derrick Henry, and you still got to worry about Lamar. You don't know who you're supposed to tackle. So
keep this conversation going. I'll be right back.
Yeah, that's just my feeling. I feel like if Lamar don't get it done this year, it's not going to happen.
Yeah, I see it being tough because it's like, yeah, I don't know. If it's not this year, win.
Yeah, right, win. It's like, and if Mahomes gets another one, man, he.
God, yeah.
He
and I ain't mad at him because I mean he's good. Like he's that good.
Yeah.
Like he's really that good.
Yeah.
He's really that good. And then KC ain't doing nothing but gonna get better because they got other weapons and all their weapons coming back next year. So it's I mean, it's another year older for Kelsey, but they starting to get Noah Gray together and starting to pick up other I think they got another tight end. I know Noah Gray is one that they throw to a lot. But
yeah, Kelsey might be the oldest. Kelsey might be the oldest dude they have, really. Everybody else is young.
Yeah.
Well,
they got a running game.
D Hop is older, but
Yeah, D Hop, right. D Hop. But you got Hollywood Brown and all them dudes all out there. They
Yeah,
got younger dudes out
they
there
got
though,
young
yo.
dudes. So,
Yeah.
phew,
That Xavier Worthy, they just got like
yes,
he's young. Like
yeah.
they got a bunch of dudes, man. Like I I don't know, man.
If Kansas City win this year, like then you start looking at, well, when will they lose?
Right. And then you already know, and you got Andy Reid. Like, Andy Reid is, always on top of his game.
Yeah,
So
yeah. So what they have 3 or 4 championships?
Reid.
Yeah. So,
They win this year before.
whew. And Mahomes is still young, man. What is he?
Yeah.
27, 28?
Yeah.
He's still young. Yeah.
Mm.
I want Lamar to. He need to get that. He need to get that Super Bowl win.
Yeah, I think so too, man.
Because if he don't, he just becomes a guy. Oh, he got great numbers.
Right.
But he can't win the big one. You don't want to be that dude.
Has he? And he hasn't even been. Yeah.
No,
He did go to Super Bowl, right?
no, I don't think he's been to the Super Bowl yet. I don't think
Who's
he's
that?
gotten there.
Oh
Lamar
no.
hasn't
What you
gotten
call him?
to
The
the
other
Super Bowl.
dude. The other dude was quarterbacking them when they went, right? Because remember
Flacco.
when they played.
Flacco.
It was Flacco that was when they played the 49ers, right?
Yes, it was Flacco. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. You ain't have to bring that up either.
Yeah, but then there's a whole math around that where Trent Dilfer, Flacco, like it's like every 12 years they go to the Super Bowl and win it.
Oh wow.
I remember that Super Bowl because didn't they have like a blackout during that one?
Yo, why you keep talking about it? We ain't gotta talk about it.
No, I'm just going into the conspiracy theories behind all of it, yo.
Yeah, because we had that one. We had
Yeah.
that one.
Yeah, you
All of a
did.
sudden a blackout. How you gonna have blackout in the stadium?
That guy hit with the Cowboys.
Yep.
Oh man.
But yeah, we were talking about Kansas City, and we were saying that Kansas City, like, they're not gonna be stopped for a while. So
'cause they
if
still
they
got
get
young
through this
talent.
year, it's just like you just gonna start looking at them and just being like, well, dag, what we gotta wait for? It's another Tom Brady scenario going on. We gotta wait for Mahomes to retire. Like, what is going on?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. Now if he wins this year, can we put him as the GOAT or no? Not. We still got more to go.
Well, I would put them as the go because that's what 3 in a row.
That would be
That's
3
3
in
in
a
a
row.
row. We're 4 overall, right?
Right.
4 overall and 3 in a row.
That's crazy. And he's still in his 20s. I think he's in his late 20s.
Jesus.
That's
So
crazy.
really, he's not in his prime when you think about quarterbacks because most of them hit their prime in their early 30s. So that's scary, man. He gonna start throwing the ball left-handed, all kind of stuff. Because he got to
said
challenge
it's every
himself.
12 years and a QB be 28. If so, this is Lamar's year. I think it's Lamar's year too.
I think it is too. I think it is.
Yeah, it'd be good to see. It could be good to see him get the MVP of the Super Bowl.
I don't know if he's
Especially
going to get both.
Especially against the Eagles, because the Eagles' defense is good.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to get both. And you know what? I'd rather him get the Super Bowl than get the MVP.
Yes.
Yeah, because he already got 2 MVPs.
Yeah.
You get a Super Bowl MVP. It's crazy.
Yeah. That Super Bowl MVP.
Yeah, and Josh Allen's numbers is deserving of an MVP. Like, that's not no question. It's just that when you look at them comparatively, they're not better than Lamar Jackson's. They're just not. Yeah. So what else is there? You guys got the Ravens in the Super Bowl. Ravens, Eagles in the Super Bowl. You're saying the Ravens is gonna win. I got KC Eagles in the Super Bowl, and I think KC's gonna win.
Woo-wee. Either one's a great game.
It is.
Either one.
Yeah.
So
yes.
And historic too.
Yes.
Historic. You got If Pat gets it 3 in a row, 4 overall, that's historic.
Mhm.
And if Lamar wins the Super Bowl and MVP, he'll have 2 in a row. Plus, it's like crazy. But
Yeah.
that said, can we switch over to the NBA?
Now I don't talk basketball no
You
more.
don't talk basketball. What about you, K? No basketball yet? Until after All-Star.
Mhm. Nah, the basketballs fell off. Like the viewing is low.
I'll talk college. I'll talk women, but I'm not talking NBA.
Yeah, basketball's become too high priced to develop, man.
Yeah, it's bad out there, man. It's bad.
I haven't watched the game in a while, so yeah, I'd have to agree. I
Nah,
definitely
it's a
have to.
game on now, and I'm peeking
Yeah,
over
I'm
there.
watching. I'm watching Cleveland, Indiana now.
Cleveland, Indiana, yeah.
I mean, I do know that Cleveland's the best.
Speaking of that though, I watched the OKC Cleveland game the other day. That was a really good game,
It was
and
a
to
very good
me,
game.
those two are the best two teams out. That and
Yes.
we're talking about championships. That's who
Yep.
should be in the finals with each other.
Mhm.
These two teams. That would
Yeah.
be a great one.
Yeah.
But I don't know if anybody even wants that finally. Like you got two small market teams.
Right.
That's a good thing. That's a
It
good
is. It's a
thing
great thing. It's a
because
great
it's
thing.
contrary to what it has been, and
Yes.
narrative is that a small market teams can't compete.
But all the small market teams are the ones that's playing good ball right now. And
Mhm.
these young boys look really good. Detroit, Houston. That game the other day was with Houston and Memphis. That was a good game. Good
And
game.
the Knicks Detroit game last night.
The Knicks Detroit game. Yep.
Detroit
These young
won
boys
7
are
out of the
balling.
last 8 games.
Yep.
Detroit won 7 out of the last 8 games. That's
Detroit's
crazy.
playing really well.
In New York. That's crazy.
These young boys are playing good
And
ball.
I saw a meme that was suggesting that Harris should be mentioned in the MVP talk.
Oh,
Tobias Harris?
Tobias Harris, yeah, because he's in Detroit.
What, averaging
more
10 points? Like what?
He's
What?
averaging more than that, according to this meme.
nah, he not in that conversation.
Yeah. No,
He's not in that.
But that's just to say how well Detroit has been doing, and he's a part
No,
of it.
they're playing really well, man. Detroit's playing well. Houston's playing well. Houston's exciting.
Yeah.
These young boys out here balling, man. Yo,
Yeah.
Charlotte,
OKC.
LaMelo is the number 1 vote getter for the All-Star game.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Changing of the guard, you know?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Changing the
Does
guard.
he stay in
yeah.
Charlotte?
No. He's gone.
Where do you think he'll end up?
The rumor is he's going to end up in San Antonio with Wembanyama.
Ooh. He's starting to come around. At first, I was like,
Yes,
"Yo,
he is.
he's wilding, like he's moving slow. He's coming now, yo."
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the rumor is they trade Chris Paul back to Charlotte, so Chris Paul can retire as a Hornet.
Really?
Yeah.
That'd
of course,
crazy.
some draft picks and other stuff, but yeah, LaMelo and with Wembanyama.
What's up with Lonzo? He's coming back.
He's back.
They saying Lonzo was supposed to be. He's gonna be a free agent. He's supposed to be going. I guess where LaMelo's gonna go.
Yeah, he's back. But I think he was LiAngelo's ghostwriter.
Oh man.
Nah, Hawk did that. Hawk did that for him. I did the track, so I know Hawk did it.
Oh yeah. Ghost right now.
Oh man.
Let's go.
Ghost right now.
Yeah, man. So
hold on. While we talk about hip hop, I know this is an aside. Yo, Hawk, that Red Band track y'all all were on, that Jersey joint.
Light
That
it
shit's
up.
fire.
Yes, sir.
That shit is fire. That definitely was fire.
Yo, Big
Yeah.
shout out to Redman. Oh yeah, all-star cast right there. I got the call. Red asked me to be a part of it, and the names speak for themselves. Vinny Tretch,
y'all
Naughty
had,
by Nature,
yeah,
Latifah, Rod Digger might have had the illest verse, K.
yeah,
Rod
yeah,
Digger.
yeah.
But
Rod Digger said she had a gown with a fupa.
yeah.
Yo, that track is
Man,
straight fire. But
He went,
I heard,
he went and dug Shaq up too, yo.
yeah, he got
Shaq.
Shaq on it.
He dusted Shaq off, yo.
The only two that were missing was Joe Button and Lauryn Hill. They said Lauryn Hill just showed up to the studio now, though. So.
Yeah, that's happening.
So she coming on a remix.
That would be a dope idea, though. It's the late mix.
The late mix, right. Yo, you know what, too? Shout out to L the Sensei from Artifacts. The city of East Orange just recognized him yesterday. Yeah. So shout out to Councilman Monk and the city of East Orange out there, looking at
my brother.
East Orange doing some big things, man. Shout out to my frat brothers who, run things over there. They doing good stuff. Good stuff.
Yeah, man. Elder Sensei from the hometown. That's crazy. East Orange produced some greatness, brother.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? My brother KG is like, come on,
yes,
man.
Sir. Yeah.
Still, man, the flashback to Miss Limmy's class is classic shit.
Hey, man. EO, man.
Yo, E. I walk in. This first of all, he had the high top joint. Dude, high top was like impeccable. Like he had the joint, but then he had the medallion, the Nefertiti medallion. He had the rings. K was hip hop to the T. He's sitting there with the Criminal Minded album. He's just like whatever. I'm like, damn, who are these niggas? With guns and shit. K just said, you funny, hot. You funny. And then,
man.
30-some years later,
man. Yeah, salute to East Orange, man.
Yeah, man.
A lot
we
of
had
talent,
so much,
man.
Yeah, so much fun growing up there, man. Like it's the best, yo.
Mm-hmm.
Like seriously, like all of the oranges, man. Like all of us through the oranges, man. Like, and when I say that, I mean North too. Like all of the surrounding, like cities that we hopped around with, played basketball against, played football against, hung out with in the clubs, went to the clubs with, man. All of them, man. Like Montclair, all of the different surrounding cities, man. That we mingled with. Like it was really, really dope, yo. It was
it's good to see that. It's good to see that, man.
It was really dope. Great times, man. That's why, a lot of us still today like hang out with each other. We all know each other. We recognize each other. We respect each other. And that's how it should be.
Yep.
Absolutely.
And I mean, even now, like not when I was younger, but now like once I got into music, I got into more into Patterson, with Darren and Cliff. I play ball with some guys from Patterson and all that now. So I get to, see guys from Patterson and all that now too, man. So, shout out, man, like all of Jersey, man, around this area, man. And and especially once we came out, man, everybody held us down, man. Like Plainfield, Scotch Plains, everybody, man. Like it's really been dope, man. Like another guy was telling me the other day.
It's nothing like Jersey love, man. The love is great.
Another guy, a guy was asking me Sunday. I was in my little dinosaur 50 and over league, and the guy was like, he was from Jersey too. And he was just like, yo, you ever thought about ever leaving Jersey? And I was like, yeah, but I can't, yo.
Mm-hmm.
I was just like, I can't. I mean, I mean, it's been tempting, because of the cost of living and different things you can get from different places and how the weather and all that. But I'm just like, I can't. I every time I even start to even really deeply think about it, I'm just like, nah, I can't.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I wish I could say the same, but unfortunately, I just can't do the cold weather anymore, bro.
I know.
I feel you on that.
It go through some murder when they get dropped below like 55, 50.
Oh, you'll have a fit right now. It's
Yeah,
freezing out here.
it's different right now.
Oh yeah,
It's different.
50. I'll be 56 in 2 weeks. I'm
Yeah,
not
I
trying.
ain't gonna front. I ain't gonna front. I don't be out there though. Like that stuff hurts your bones out there,
Yeah,
man.
just to get from point A to point B is like, yo, my hands is it's crazy.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it
Yeah,
is.
I got this. I
Nothing
got
but
this
sand.
habit. I'm outside right now because I got this habit. So
You've been
It's
out
some,
there for the whole show, Coach. I've been sitting there. I'm like, that Coach seriously outside. Like it's cold out there, man.
what's the temperature
yeah,
right now?
like 30, 34, I think 35.
Okay, that's not bad.
And to be
But
honest, yesterday and today was a little bit better
yeah,
than it's been lately.
yeah. But it's the wind, man. It's the cold with
Yeah.
the wind. It ain't just cold. It's wind be crazy. Right now it's not as windy though, so that's why it's a little better. But I be out here. I got a heater out here and everything, man. I ain't.
Oh, okay.
I ain't just in the
What,
cold, K.
I'm thinking, I'm like, dang, man, you better have something going on out there. You
Yeah.
got the heater going and you good. Okay.
but you texted me earlier and said something. You had another something on you. You said you might jump in. If I'm
Yeah.
not
So I
mistaken.
went to a game. Yeah, it's high school season. So I
Right,
try to
right,
see
right.
a lot of the players that I coached during the summer and fall. So went to
Mhm.
the game earlier, but it ended. These high school games be over quick. So I didn't know if I would have to jump on a little later, but it was over. So
Okay.
Speaking of that too, Coach, we're gonna still talk about it, but just to let you know, Hawk, I've been talking to Coach and a bunch of the different coaches and AAU guys in the circuit that I want to link up with for the Naughty Court. So we're gonna be doing a lot of stuff with the kids, and a lot of
yep,
different tournaments, and a lot of things
yep,
down in the Naughty Court starting this summer. So it's gonna be live going on down there.
yeah,
Excellent,
yeah.
excellent, excellent. I am down any way, shape, form you need me, brother. That's home for real.
Yeah, it's gonna be
Yeah, and
live
I,
out there.
in fact,
It's the
the
home
mayor and city council president are definitely on board. KG already
nice.
spoke to them. Um, so yeah, it's good things coming, man.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah. All right, gentlemen. I think we can wrap it up.
Okay.
yes,
Yeah.
sir,
Yeah.
Unless there's
yes,
anything
sir.
else out there we need to touch.
I think that's it.
That's
Yeah,
it. Okay.
Go good.
yep.
All right. That's 175.
All right.
Peace to the brother.
All
All
right.
right,
Peace, guys.
salute.
All right, y'all.
Peace. I don't want to go right in the show.